Hi, everyone. Hi, Robin. Shabbat Shalom. It's me, Seth. It's our Broadway Shabbat. But someone on the street, by the way, just asked me, my friend Richard, he's like, oh, you're one of those modern Jews who say Shabbat. I say Shabbos. I'm being strong-armed into saying Shabbat. I'm old school. Okay, so Ari Axelrod is joining me live in studio. Here's Ari right here. We're in West 72nd Street Studios. Hi.
Everyone, Shabbat Shalom.
Normally, no chairs here. Just sit next to me. So normally we're going to be doing it from my apartamento, but it's so crowded right now I can't. Okay, so for this Shabbat, we have a couple of clowns with us. We're going to start with candle lighting, and that's right, Marc. The first candle lighting is going to be done by Andrew Lippa, who I think doesn't know the prayer or have candles, but he wrote the Wild Party, which I love so much. So, Andrew,
I do know the bracha. And I say Shabbat or Shabbos depending on the context. You know, that's really what it is.
Wait, is that like one of those people who spells theater E-R or R-E depending on the context?
I do actually, depending on like like I said, it's always contextual. Yes, but Jewish is always the same. Jeuwis. It is time for the bracha. So Seth asked me to do this. I'm so honored to be a part of this evening. Hello to you. Hello, Ari. I am in New York where I don't have my usual stuff because I don't live here full time. So I have this is going to substitute for our Shabbos candle, and I'm going to do the whole thing. So here we go. And then imagine you can see this. There it is. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat Kodesh.
Man, you got a nod from Super Jew Ari.
Brava.
Is correct.
B'vakasha or toda rabah. That's it.
B'vakasha.
Andrew, why are you in town? I'm hoping it's because you're doing a workshop of the Turning Point.
Not doing a workshop of the Turning Point yet. That's on the docket, but not yet. Doing a big 12-day developmental movement workshop for my big piece called Harvey Land, and which incorporates my I Am Harvey Milk material, but with a bunch of other stuff. And it takes place over 350 years, and it's a wild fantasy of an idea that we've been developing for a year and a half, and it's starting to come to life. So, and I'm the sole author, so I'm a little exhausted. But it's been a really wonderful period.
Oh, Andrew, I'm so glad I reached out to you. Okay, well, you just got applause from our friend who's going to do the wine blessing, Mr. Marc Kudisch, who, by the way, also a la Adam Pascal can pass, but he is Jewish.
Hi, Marc. Yeah, Pascal and I, definitely.
Hilarious. Hi, Marc.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Nice to see you. Shabbat Shalom, or good Shabbos, depending on the context.
Or Sabbath, yes.
Now, is this awkward because, Andrew, you did the off-Broadway Wild Party. Marc, you were in the on-Broadway Wild Party.
Are we still talking about that nonsense from 25 years ago? It's over. It's over.
It's never over.
That nonsense is over.
It's never over.
Ari said hashtag never forget. Hashtag never forget.
That said, I'm a big fan of Andrew's
Justice for Lippa. The hashtag Justice for Lippa.
Great.
Kudisch, you're doing a true Broadway Shabbos, because I feel like you're at Lincoln. Are you like in your dressing room right now?
Yeah, I'm in my dressing room here. So I got like
it's so showbiz.
That is one of the first pieces of art I ever bought. I'm going to get close to it.
Wow.
Given today. This is from Chagall's Bible series. This is an original Chagall. That is the angel of death. That is the destruction of Jerusalem by Nebuchadnezzar. So
I love it.
Now,
I know a little bit.
If you worked on Wall Street and showed us the angel of death, I could understand that.
No, it's kind of a downer. By the way, the only reason I know that word is because of not since Nebuchadnezzar. What's that song from Kismet? That's why I know that name.
Yeah, no, he was actually a pretty interesting guy in the Bible. You know, if you know the Old Testament, if you know, I don't know, happen to read it at all.
Or Jackie Hoffman calls it the Testament. Anywho, where was I? Okay, so Kudisch, my dear, are you doing the wine blessing today? I can't remember. What did I tell you to do?
I shall do the blessing of the wine today. I have a Kentucky style, given the fact that we're at Floyd Collins. So
nice.
There's my yarmulke, and This here's the wine that we're using tonight.
Heavens, 4. Very good.
Raise your glasses, gentlemen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
Amen. Are you here, Joseph?
I'll drink it later.
So I'm so impressed that both of you know the prayer so well. Did you grow up doing the brachas when you guys were kids? Andrew, did you?
Yeah, I used to go to shul every Shabbos, and I was the chazan for the Yamim Noraim for 10 years in suburban Vancouver between my mid-30s and my mid-40s. So I was
You called them the Yamim Hanoraim.
conservative shul. Say again?
I like how you called them the Yamim Hanoraim.
Oh yes, well, because it was conservative shul, so it was then it was Shabbos. Then we would say Shabbos.
Thank you. And Kudisch, what about you? Did you grow up doing the brachas?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up very conservative. My grandfather was deeply Orthodox. He lived with us for like the last 3 months of his life. I grew up down in South Florida, and literally we found in Fort Lauderdale the one conservative temple that existed down there. So, like Andrew, I mean, every Saturday, every Friday night, and Hebrew school every week.
You guys, so much more Jewish than I was. I was just listening.
Somebody texted, "Love that Kudisch is doing the Kiddush."
Kudisch, hey, listen.
It says Kaddish. It says Kaddish.
Yes.
They meant
Look,
Kiddush.
guys, my last name was a given name when we came over here. Kudisch is just a derivation of Kaddish.
Oh, Kodesh, how holy of holy.
Kodesh, right.
Exactly. My first name,
You're
Marc,
holy.
in Hebrew is Moshe. My last name is Kaddish, so my name is Holy Moses.
By the way,
Literally.
I'm going to tell you how Jewish Kudisch is.
What?
He's a combination of Jewish and Show Must Go On. He does not take off shows because Show Must Go On. But during Bye Bye Birdie, when you did your show on Yom Kippur, you were fully fasting as far as I remember. Is that correct?
I think I was then. Yeah.
I remember fasting while doing, but by the way, that's how you kept your 27-inch waist.
Yeah.
Okay.
We suffer.
That's how we suffer.
That's how we suffer.
Okay, so by the way, I love you said I was fasting then. I was talking about my friend, that hilarious comic Jaffe Cohen, who said his mother's version of fasting by the time she was older was not having cheese on a tuna melt. I'm fasting. Okay, where was I? Okay, here are the amazing Lembex. Hi, Lembex.
This has been very entertaining.
We have Michael
Thank you,
Lembeck.
Kudisch for the Kiddush. There he
Kudisch
is.
the Kiddush. Okay, so Michael Lembeck, One Day at a Time fame, and now just directing movies nonstop, and it infuriates me that I've not been cast in one. Lorna Lembeck, movie star from Airplane, one of the best movies in the world, and she can pass like Kudisch, but she really could pass, so she converted. How old were you when you finally converted, Lorna Lembeck?
Early 40s, I think. I think in my early 40s, somewhere in there. I wasn't ordained till 2009, but I just like Andrew, I served as chazan for several congregations while I was in school.
That's so
First of all, if you don't know, Lorna is a cantor now, and we're doing the Broadway Seder. What's the date, Ari?
I think it's April 14th.
April 14th. Ari's gonna be there, and Lauren is one of the people that's helping us out because that shiz is expensive, and Lorna donated is one of the many cantors that cantor Lizzie Weiss got together. So the Broadway Seder is happening. So Lorna and Michael, you guys are. First of all, it's like 3:00 in Malibu. It is so not Shabbos. Do you see Barbara Streisand lighting her candles from down the block?
Secret, we don't live in Malibu anymore. We ran away. I know. I don't
But
know
you know
if
what?
you were ever in our house, were you? I don't know.
I
Yeah,
was, and I've never been
I
more
think
scared turning into a driveway. It is the scariest. The cars and the angle. I'm so glad you moved. Thank you. Hi, Lembex. Kenny Ellis.
Kenny, hi Kenny.
Rabbi Kenny.
Kenny, Cantor Kenny.
Cantor Kenny.
Yeah.
So Michael Lembeck, I feel like your dad, wasn't he an actor, Robert Alda style and Alan Alda? Wasn't your dad an actor?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Harvey Lembeck.
Harvey Lembeck. Yeah.
Harvey
So-
Lembeck.
Very
Not a Jewish name at all. So wait, did you grow up doing the brachas and whatnot, or were you like doing vaudeville so you had no time?
both.
Both. Yes. Both. Both exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And was your character on One Day at a Time, was he Jewish? I remember he had like a Jewfro, but was he actually Jewish on One Day at a Time?
Well, his last name is Horvath, so he was Polish. It was never discussed. So maybe.
And what about when you did Grease? Who were you, Sonny?
Sonny Latieri. We called him an Italian Jew, like Modigliani. Enrico Fermi, Columbus.
And Jerry Zaks was Kanicki, another like Jewish. Okay, I can't.
All Jew. Strict was all Jew. We led the Jewish brigade in that company.
What else is new? Okay, so Lorna Lembeck, now that you're a chazan,
I'm a
are you-
retired cousin now. I retired.
Mazel
I'm
tov.
a Lala. My grandchildren call me Lala because la 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 la.
Oh.
That is so sweet. And when you were in the movie Airplane playing the guitar and singing, were you playing the guitar and were you singing, or were you neither?
Oh no, I recorded it in a studio, and then I went home and was furiously trying to make sure that I knew all the chords so that I could play it. And then Jerry Zucker, one of the directors of the movie, said, "Oh my God, no. Don't learn it. You should look like it should be like in the movies where they're playing all the wrong strumming. And don't learn it. Don't learn it. Play it bad." So don't blame me when you look at it. I'm definitely not.
No, your
the
first
correct-
chord went up, and I was thinking that is so weird. Okay. Hey, I'm
Yeah, he
bringing
just
on one more
wanted me to
person.
do this.
I
Yeah.
want one more person from California who, by the way, told me he woke up with full vocal damage, but he's still appearing. Please welcome, where the hell is, oh, there he is. We know him sometimes as Aaron Lazar, but today his stage name is Laz Jew. Hi, Aaron.
Oh,
Hello,
look,
everyone.
he's got the yarmulke.
This is my son's bar mitzvah was last month, so this is the Adrian Reese Lazar yarmulke.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Aaron, here's the deal. When we did Harmony, Barry Manilow's Harmony, you were a tenor pretending to be a bass. You finally had that bass range today.
There was no work for basses on Broadway. Kudisch was as close as you could get. He's the tried and true baritone. He can go low. But the only way I was going to work is if I could go high. So after Harmony fell through, I decided I would stop trying to work as a bass. Leave that to James. James Barber is actually the only.
Okay, Lazar, your B. Arthurness, it's actually super sexy. But let me ask you, are you broadcasting from inside a shack, or have you been kidnapped? What's happening?
No. I'm in my backyard. I would show you, but I don't know if you could see. Can you see? It's like a lake.
Ari thinks it's a sukkah.
It's really nice. It does kind of look like a sukkah.
Okay, back to your son's bar mitzvah. Were you one of those annoying parents where like you had a horse there, or was it like my style where I was in my living room and I played the piano and sang for everybody? Which side of the ball were you on?
No. So my bar mitzvah, which for you today, you're like give me a picture of your bar mitzvah. I was reminiscing with my dad going through the garage and finding my bar
Love your dad.
mitzvah. My bar mitzvah was like typical, late 80s, upper middle class Jewish extravaganza. Tuxedos and the whole thing. My kid, I was like, what do you want to do? I was like, I just want to have a huge party with my friends. So we just had like a huge party. He's a basketball player, so they had like a basketball clinic, and then there's a big DJ, and we just had a blast.
Basketball clinic? I thought he's Jewish.
Yeah, he's a 5'11", 13-year-old Jew who just made the Maccabee team.
We don't play sports.
No,
I mean,
know.
congratulations.
Yes.
Hey, listen, I was a Division I javelin thrower, discus thrower in high school, so.
Wait, you grew up in ancient Greece? That's so cool.
Kind of.
Okay, by the way, Aaron's talking about his bar mitzvah, so here we go. We have this happening.
Oh, gorgeous.
There he is.
But then
Look at that.
we also have the cover of your album. Aaron Lazar sings Hebrewic.
There
Stunning.
he is. There he is.
I don't know what to say.
Real happy to be working on the Torah right there.
Devastated.
My God, enough.
Okay, so Lazar, I went to Pioneer, which is very Upper West Side, and I bought a challah for me and Ari. So
I
do you
get to
know the
do it? Do I get to do
hamotzi?
it? Yeah, let's do this, man.
Yes.
We call that a waterproof challah right there. That's
Exactly, with the plastic.
a waterproof. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We're unwrapping it. Safe challah. Ooh.
Touch someone who's touching the challah. That's what we do at home.
All
We
right.
all touch each
there we
other,
go.
so we're all connected. Ready, set.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that bad.
Oh my God,
That's how
old man
bad.
challah.
We say B'tei Avon, which means bon appetit.
Now let me ask you something.
Good
My
table.
brother-in-law, who's a cantor, always begins with like the imru. He always begins with some word before everything that means everybody. You know what I'm talking about, Lorna?
Before the motzi?
Before either the motzi or the wine, it drives me crazy. Like v'shimru, it's something that means like everybody, and I'm like, nope.
Is it a call to prayer? Brad?
The call, like a call to prayer? We'll have to talk about it later.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna have to find out because
All right,
we've been
we'll-
fighting
we'll-
about it for 30 years.
We'll have an
Um,
offstage conversation, a little tiny
Off
Jewish class.
Love it.
Okay, before we go on, Kudish, your bar mitzvah was in Florida. Was there any theme?
My theme was gorillas. There was just every table had a gorilla on it. I was a big fan of King Kong. I don't know, like, you know, that's as good as I can even honestly recall right now. But yes, it was a jungle gorilla themed bar mitzvah.
Okay, Lippa, go.
My bar mitzvah was about my mother.
Aren't they
yes.
all? Aren't they all?
An
I was,
autobiography by
no joke. I wasn't allowed to pick anything or do anything. It was a carnival, and there were all these booths with games, carnival games set up all around the perimeter of the social hall at
great.
and they had like tickets, and you could get cotton candy and stuffed animal, and win prizes and that sort of thing. It was fun.
That's great. Turns out I love your mother.
I've met his mother.
It was fun. It was her like, you know, it was her party, but it was fat. It was great. I liked it.
I'm sure it was a wild party. Anybody? Thank you. Okay, so Michael Lembeck, you have your guitar out, your signature, because you are a 70s troubadour. And Cantor Lorna Lembeck, we had people send in names for Refuah Shalema's Mishaberach,
Yes.
and you know how to do that, and I really don't. Now, by the way,
Well, there
you know-
really isn't anything to do except to read them. So I'll try to read them. You sent me these. I'll do the best I can here. But
okay.
here- But do you want to talk about Misha Berach and what it is?
No, I want you to, because I just
Okay.
kind of know the word.
You
Go.
Okay.
You too.
So the Misha Berach prayer is the prayer for healing. And we ask for a complete healing. And usually it comes towards the end of the service, and the Saturday morning it comes before after we read when the Torah is open. But this is the melody written by the lovely Debbie Friedman. It's very sweet. It has a lot of English, so it's easy to understand what it's about. We sing the first paragraph usually, then we say the names for healing. So people who are watching, if you want to, if I don't have the name, type it in, hold it in your heart, put it in your mind, picture the people who need healing. And we know there's certainly a lot of those people. Shall we?
Wait, before you begin, I just want to say that the Misha Berach really works, because this clown was sick and he's getting better. All right, tell everybody how you're getting better.
They found a lump on my chest. They thought it was a cyst. It wasn't a cyst. It's a rare sarcoma, but I don't need chemo. I don't need radiation. They just have to clear the margins on Tuesday, and then I am cancer-free. Baruch
Yes.
Hashem.
Oh,
Mazel
So
tov.
thanks for the
Mazel
prayers,
tov.
everybody.
yes, we mean it now. Okay. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. All right, I'm going to read some of these that Seth has sent me. We ask prayers for healing for Elliot, Jamie, Eliyahu, Yunkel, Becerra. We ask for healing, or Misha Berach, for Yehidut, Rachel Bat Devorah. A prayer for Edith. A prayer for Miko. A healing prayer for Nathan. Tefillah Bat Ashera Nadiv. Chris Latita, I think. Laitta, forgive me. Emmanuel Ben Shira Vidavid. Or Cyrus, son of Katie and David. And there's a baby Cyrus. Baby Cyrus has a terrible disease. It's called OTC. It's generally fatal, and we are all praying for baby Cyrus. And I also have here Susan, we hope for a complete healing for all those that you are holding in your heart. If I mispronounced any names, I apologize. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha le'amotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Oh my God, that's so lovely. Lorna, please unretire. Second of all, you're like my favorite couple. I just love that. Like you play the guitar, you sing. It's so lovely.
He used to play it on my Friday night Shabbat services. He was my accompanist. It was really fun. Yeah, really great times.
This is so sweet. Lazar, everybody wants to know how you're doing. I've never seen anyone look better. How are you feeling, girl?
Well, that's very kind of you. I mean, today I feel pretty, but it's just I was in Vegas.
Topless?
Yeah, there's a new topless ALS show in Vegas. It's very popular.
It's very niche.
I know my best friend got married, and I was like, I gotta go to Vegas, but it was there's smoke. Like there's still smoke. But I did get to see a Chagall, like the one in Kudisch's dressing room, although that's just amazing, Marc. There was one in my hotel. It's as close as I get to a Chagall. No, so I was traveling, and then I had a big speech in San Diego right when I got back, and I thought I was fighting this thing off, but woke up this morning, so whatever.
I love that you showed up anyway. You're so sweet. You've got an ALS thing in Chicago coming up, right? Really soon?
Tomorrow. But I'm not. I literally called them today. I'm like, listen, play the Impossible Dream video, and I will speak, and bear with me but you don't want to hear this. I can't sing right now.
Well, you're dishing yourself, but as far as I know, you did a little night music with Elaine Stritch, and you sound much better than she does right now. I saw it.
I did sing a Barry White song at this wedding. So I could sing Barry White tomorrow. I really did. My best friend and his, wife were like, everyone's going to expect you to sing a really sweet love song. So I made a speech about love and, being one of the highest vibrations that humans can experience. And I said, I'm really honored I get to sing one of those beautiful love songs ever written. And I was like, my first, my last, my everything. I mean, it was literally just Barry White. And people were a little weird. They were like, wait, is this for real? And then I was like, let's go.
It's niche. Okay, so two more things I need to do. So first of all, I just want to promote everybody. So Lembex, is there anything going on that you need to know? Michael, you always have another movie, a play, a this or that. Go.
Yeah, I have lots of things. Nothing I can announce yet because the business is weird.
He has plates. He has
A lot of plates spinning.
Plates
You'll be the
spinning.
first to know.
Oh,
And then you can tell the last Jew.
Text me. Andrew Lippa, Turning Point's going to be happening, but until then, the Harvey, what's it called? The Harvey Chronicles? What's it called?
Harvey Land.
Harvey Land.
Harvey Milk, by the way, Jewish activist, and also went to my high school, but keep going.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Nothing else. No productions going on yet, but working towards all that. I've got a bunch of balls in the air, just like Michael and Lorna, and hopefully I'll be able to talk about stuff soon.
Everyone's very secretive here. Kudisch, you're starring in Floyd Collins, one of the most amazing scores. And the best news is you're in Lincoln Center. And let's tell everybody, Lincoln Center is phenomenal because why? The bathrooms, bidets.
The bidets are amazing. They're warm. They're Toto. They make you, I don't know, a better human. That's all I can say.
Barbara, you're frozen right now, and it looks like you're actually on a bidet. So thumbs up. And finally, Lazar, talk about the Impossible Dream video, but in case people don't know what you're talking about, this effing video, I mean, the CD got a fucking Grammy nomination. Just talk about it for a second and all the superstars you have on it. It's so fantastic.
Yeah, it's called Impossible Dream, my debut album. Kudisch is on there proudly. and I sing one of Andrew's songs proudly with Neil Patrick Harris. But no, just so blessed that people really like the music. And I actually do have something going on that I can talk about, and it's so fun. So I am playing the governor of California on a new television show on Amazon called The Countdown. And that's all I can say for now. But it's crazy. Wheelchair and all.
Hold
Governor
on a
of
second.
California.
Is the countdown on TV? I feel like I just saw it advertised. Isn't it on TV already?
I don't think so. I think it comes out this summer.
Oh my God, Aaron, I'm so excited. My only thing is the governor of California, I assume, sings with vibrato and riffs because I don't want to see anything where you're not singing. So go.
Yeah, it's a little like that. It was also weird because I did all of my lines like this. And they were like, no, that guy's gone. And I was like, I know, but I want to say all of my lines like this.
Yeah.
They said he's gone. But I said,
What?
so it's just, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do my thing.
I'm so proud of you, man. You have, that's the final thing I want to say before we do our final song. Every week, we have our Jewish Broadway Alliance, and we said we really want to like spread Jewish joy and not be downers. We always try to have something hopeful and inspirational. And Lazar, every time I talk to you, you're such a positive person. And just talk for a second. Like, how can you inspire everybody watching for the next week? How can people be in a good mood? Because that's what you're so
it's
good
very
at.
kind of you to ask. I mean, and I'm first of all, I'm really grateful to be here with you guys, and that the healing prayer was just beautiful. And I know so many people that need healing, myself included. So thank you for having me here today. I mean, look, there's countless times a day that things are incredibly difficult for me. I rely on so much love and support. The Broadway community is a big part of that. And, for anybody out there who needs hope, the word for me right now is surrender. And that really means not give up, not capitulate. It means accept that the moment that you're in is what it is. You got to meet the moment that God's giving you and just let go of your resistance to it. And when you do that, you open up possibilities that are not you just pushing around, well, I want it to be this way. It's not your preferences. We don't always get to decide, and for me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat this bowl of soup by myself. And that requires a tremendous amount of surrender. And when you do that, you show up for moments like this, even when you don't know if you can or want to. And life is beautiful, man. Like, so no matter what adversity you're facing, you do have the power within you to make the impossible possible. And that's what the Impossible Dream's all about.
Okay, never been more moved.
I needed that. I needed to hear that today. Thank you.
That's so wonderful. And for those of you that are in therapy, like I am DBT, it's called radical acceptance, where they say you don't have to like it, but once you accept it, you can deal with it. And those of you that read Tina Fey's autobiography, she talks about over, under, through. You see it in front of you, and then you figure out a way to deal with it. So I'm so inspired to be remembered that. Thank you, Lazar.
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
so proud of you. Okay, so we're going to close with a little song. I don't know how it's going to sound because we don't really have a great mic set up, but I'll play a little bit. Ari's going to sing. Okay, so I'm going to turn this mic off because it'd be better without this mic. Okay, hold on 1 second. Thanks everyone for showing up. You're all so nice. I love the Broadway community. Okay, default MacBook Pro. Okay, here we go.
My leg.
Your leg fell asleep?
Completely asleep.
Okay, Ari's leg is asleep, so keep popping. Okay, he looks crazy. His leg fell asleep because we're sharing a piano bench. Okay. Okay.
Marc Kudisch, you're working with one of my best friends in the entire world, Mike Stapleton,
Yeah.
whom I adore. Just adore.
He says nothing.
On a side note, I asked people to send in bar mitzvah photos, and you saw the way Aaron Lazar looked. Okay, this is my version. It's not as cute.
Man, that's cute.
I look just like that. I know. I look just like that.
I look like Lorna Lembeck. I got to be honest. It's the same
I have the same picture
hairstyle.
of me.
I have to send you Michael's. It's hilarious. Yeah,
Well,
I have
you
it somewhere.
Very cute.
All right, tell me when your surgery is so they can wish you good luck on that day.
Thank you.
My bar mitzvah picture is not cute.
Really? The 1 minute in your life you weren't cute? I don't buy it. Ari has surgery
Dude,
talk.
I promise you I will send it to you. It is NOTCUTE.
All right, take over, please.
I'm having surgery on Tuesday.
So when should people send you good wishes?
I have to arrive at 7:30 in the morning, so send them at 7:30 in the morning. And I guess I'll be in the OR at probably 8:30. So
Go for it,
Yeah.
girl. Okay, we're gonna do a song dedicated to the hostages. We're like, oh wait, is it too political? And then Ari and I were like, I think like taking people from their homes and like kidnapping them is not really political. It's just called like we all want them home so they can have a nice life. It's just called like human kindness is what we'd like. Bring them home.
correct. That's right. So this is for all of the 59 remaining hostages.
Okay, and if the balance is horrible, David Katz, just call me and I'll start again because I don't know what it's gonna sound like. Here we go.
He's like the sun I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly on and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give, let them be, let them live. If I die, let me die, let them live, bring them home. Bishalom, bring them
And that's with the new undeviated septum. Thank you very much.
Wow, double surgery, chest surgery, and new nose. You guys, wasn't that lovely?
So,
That was beautiful.
Wow. It's gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I can't wait for
Hebrew in the beginning.
Wait, Michael, because you're here. Just kidding. Anybody? Okay, you guys, I love Broadway. I'm so thankful that so many people have joined in today. Ari Axelrod, we're all going to wish him Misha Berach on April 8th, starting in the morning. Thank you, everybody. We love you. See you next Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Good Shabbos / Shabbat Shalom.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Bye, Shabbat.
Shabbat